with a country so rich and with traditions and so much variety and culture, and China is not just one. There's so many different places within China. The place just fascinated me. My perception of what China stood for was kind of a stereotype of what North Korea would be. So I wanted to go there and check it for myself. So in the West, we're told we've got a lot of freedoms, and sometimes we don't. In China, I felt that you're told you don't have a lot of freedoms, but actually you do. So that was probably the most surprising element. The other surprising element for me was just the sheer pace of it all. Buildings going up overnight, businesses setting up. It was just a completely intoxicating environment. So the sheer pace of what China could achieve was just fascinating. 2005, went over and set up a media company called Megamedia, and we were trying to create an IPO. The product was pretty simple. We had these LED screens. I don't know if you've been to China. There's all these giant LED screens on all the outside of the buildings. So we set up 50 of those screens in our first year, looking to do an IPO. So that was the reason why I went over to China. But of course, I've always been fascinated by China and the opportunity and the place. I think in 2005, I found it very easy to have success, simply because China was opening up and they were very open to foreigners coming. They were very open to experiencing a lot of the learnings we'd had in the West. So in terms of setting up a business, it wasn't that complicated. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I learned early on, that the friendship, or what the Chinese would call guanxi, is a bond between people, and really that is stronger than, I guess it's sort of very similar in Australian culture with our system of mateship. But what I've noticed with guanxi, the relationships there are very strong, and a lot of relationships we see in the West can be superficial. With the Chinese relationships, the guanxi, it means total trust. KOL just means key opinion leader, and this is anyone who's got influence. Anyone that's got influence in, say, fashion, sport, music, culinary, whatever it may be. Generally, I find that if you work with people who are interested in culinary or fashion or sport, their interests are aligned anyway. If they're interested in travel, they're interested. There is always a way to work with people if it's aligned with what they're looking to achieve, what they're looking to work on. We launched an Aussie skincare brand in the China market last year called Alpha H. So last year, everyone knows, it was a bit of a tough year with COVID. The Australia-China relationship was a bit frustrated at times, to say the least, I could say. But we thought it was the right time to launch this skincare brand in the China market. Singles Day, which is one of the big shopping festivals, one influencer, one KOL, a live streaming KOL, sold $100,000 worth of Alpha H liquid gold in 7 minutes. Viva La Romance is a reality show. It's about wives, celebrity wives, that go travelling to different parts of the world. Our role with this was we got the Australian government, West Australian Tourism, to help finance the Australian sort of production end. So we had 150 people come out for the shoot. Australian government invested about 400 grand, which is a huge win. But in exchange, West Australia received 2.2 billion views. So if you're looking for any kind of promotion to promote brand Australia with the China market, we were successful in getting a reality show, the #1 reality show, to be shot in Australia and to sort of showcase Perth and all its beauty. So that was an example. This was in 2017, which was quite successful. I think that I've had the best experiences in my life in the China market. I've been able to do things that I couldn't have dreamt of doing, in Australia. you know, the opportunities of what China represents and what you're able to do is on a whole new level. And I'm so grateful for my experiences working in China. I always say the best and also the worst experiences I've had, but they've been certainly the best learning experiences for me overall. I'm forever grateful for everything that I've been able to accomplish and achieve because of my experience in China.